Hi, in this video, we're going to take a look at while loops in Karel. A for loop is a control structure that repeats instructions for a fixed number of times. Instead of writing repetitive code to complete a task, such as having Karel place 100 tennis balls by calling put ball 100 times, we could use a for loop with a count of 100 because we wanted to repeat the action of putting down a tennis ball exactly 100 times. What if we wanted to move Karel to the wall on the right? In this world, we could use a for loop that calls the move command 4 times. However, in a world that is a different size, the same code would not get Karel all the way to the wall, and in some cases, the same code would even cause the program to crash. We can solve this problem using a while loop. A while loop is a control structure that repeats instructions as long as some condition is true. Let's emphasize that point. We use while loops to repeat code as long as a condition is true, in contrast with for loops, which we use to repeat code a fixed number of times. Let's take a look at the syntax. To create a while loop, we write the while keyword, the condition followed by curly braces, and the loop body, which is the code that is executed as long as the condition is true. Now let's improve our earlier example by using a while loop. We can say, while the front is clear, then we'll move. We will continue to loop and check the condition each time until the front is no longer clear. This way, our code will have Karel move until Karel reaches a wall, regardless of the size of the world. Let's take a look at this in the editor. Now that we're in the editor, let's write some code. We'll need to define our main function first, so let's start with that. Great. Inside of our main function, we can write the while loop. For that, we need to use the while keyword and some parentheses. Inside of the parentheses, we'll need to write the condition that we want to be true for the while loop to run. In this case, we want to use the front is clear condition. And then we add some parentheses for the condition itself. And the last thing we need for our while loop is some curly braces, and then the body. The body consists of the commands that we want to run when the while loop executes. In this case, it's just a single move command. The last thing we need to do is call our main function. Let's do that at the bottom of our program. All right, let's click run and see what our code does. So as our program runs, we see Karel move and eventually reach the wall. Perfect. So currently, Karel is in a 6x6 world, but our code will work in a world of any size. Let's see it in action in a couple of different worlds. We can change the world Karel is in by clicking on this drop-down menu and then selecting a different world. Let's start with an 8x8 size world. Now if we click run, Karel begins to move again. If we look at the code that is being highlighted as the program runs, we see that the condition is being checked and then the move command gets executed. Once Karel reaches the wall, the front is no longer clear, we exit the while loop and the program terminates. Let's see it one more time in a 10x10 world. This time, let's step through the code instead. To do that, we can use the arrows next to the run button. The first thing that happens is that the main function gets called, just as we expect. Next, the condition for the while loop is checked. Since there is currently nothing blocking Karel, our condition front is clear is true, and the body of the while loop gets executed. That's the move command. Once the body gets executed, we go back to check if the condition is still true. Since it is, we'll execute the body again. And this pattern will continue until Karel reaches the wall. Let's fast forward a bit. Okay, so we reached the wall and we are about to check the front is clear condition again. This time, we expect the condition to be false and our program should terminate. Perfect. So by using a while loop, we can have Karel perform commands any number of times as long as the condition we set is true. Now it's your turn to practice using while loops.